Hello everyone and welcome to this brand new video. Today we're going to be looking at the results of our January Strategy of the Month contest. So we'll see which strategy won and a selection of the best strategies we've received from the participants in the contest. We're also going to try and give you some trading insights by analyzing the logic behind these strategies, in which markets they work, and of course their performance. I'd like to remind you that the Strategy of the Month contest is reserved for Unger Academy students only. Each month they can participate by submitting a strategy and competing for a chance to win a €1,000 Amazon gift card. I'm one of the coaches from Unger Academy here, and as always before we start, I invite you to please support us by leaving a like to this video and subscribing to our channel. And that way you'll be able to stay updated on the release of all our new videos and trading insights. So let's start right away by analyzing the first strategy. It works on gasoline futures on a 60-minute time frame. And the concept is really very simple. This is a breakout strategy. So a strategy that wants to ride an ongoing trend like this one that you're seeing right now, which is an uptrend. And that's where we buy at the highs and then close the position in a short period, on average, a day and a half. And this breakout is based on a Donchian channel. We've talked about the Donchian channel in a previous video. So let's go and plot this channel. Here it is. As you can see, it's nothing but a channel built with highest highs and lowest lows, looking at 24 bars, in this case, which means 24 hours, because the bars are 60 minutes long. And you can see here that you're buying on the high side of the channel and selling on the low side. The same thing happens here and the same occurs here. So let's look at the performance of this strategy. We have about 850 trades since the beginning of 2010, a very good average trade. And notice that here we're not considering the trading costs, which are very high for gasoline. Anyway, a $500 average trade is definitely an excellent number and can cover them pretty well. The equity curve is also very high performing and the net profit on drawdown ratio is very good. Now I'm talking about how much the strategy gains over its retracements, which we can analyze here. We're going to look year after year at what our strategy has done, and as you can see, the results are outstanding. All right, let's move on to the second strategy that I want to show you. This is a strategy for the Nasdaq, and it's based on two really very simple approaches. You enter the market at a time before the opening of the US stock markets, and only if an elementary condition is met based on the hourly reference bar. Again, we're using a 60-minute time frame. And you can see that we have market entries more or less around 8 in the morning. The US market, if I remember correctly, opens at 9:30, and it closes in the evening of the same day after the stock market closes. And the stock market closes around 4 p.m. Here we see the close at 9 p.m. US exchange time. We also go here to analyze the performance year by year. We had a bit of a weak year in 2018. If you remember, there were some ups and downs because of the contrast between Trump and China. 2014 was also a bit weak, but look at that, an excellent year in 2022. When we look at our equity curve, we can see that the strategy is doing very well. And here we look at the equity of one contract. The market has become more prominent, so it's normal to see that the performance is much higher than the year before. Look, we could also do a very quick little game. Instead of using one contract, we can try using a fixed size. So, in other words, a fixed amount of money. And that would regularize the equity a bit and make the results that we had in 2010 comparable with what we have now. As you can see, the equity remains very, very nice. And finally, the strategy that we thought was the best, this winning strategy. This is a strategy for gold, and it's based on a reversal logic. In this case, a template from Unger Academy was used. Of course, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily the absolute best. For example, regarding the strategy for Nasdaq, the trader used his own code based on an elementary idea. Now, if we go back to the winning strategy of the contest, we can say that it's a mean-reverting strategy for gold. Mean-reverting on gold means selling at highs and buying at lows. That is going for market retracements. And this is also a strategy that is very little in the market. Indeed, it is an intraday strategy. We close positions at the end of the session, so we can take a stop loss or a take profit, as in this case, or close at the end of the session. And we have very consistent performances. This is very interesting. There are 2 weak points, here and here. But as far as the average trade is concerned, we get about $160 without commissions and slippage with over 1,000 trades. The strategy is well balanced between long and short trades, and despite not having the best performance overall compared to its competitors, it was nevertheless selected as the best strategy because, well, it's an unusual approach for gold, which, like other metals, has this turbulent behavior that rewards the breakout logic, such as what we've seen on gasoline. So this strategy lends itself very well with a view to portfolio diversification. And I assure you that it isn't that easy to make an average trade of almost $160 by going against the trend on gold and exiting at the end of the day. So, if your goal is to learn how to develop on your own trading strategies like the ones we've just seen, well, you've definitely come to the right place. And if you join the Unger Academy, while you learn, you can also participate in this exclusive contest dedicated to Unger Academy students, which gives you the chance to win a €1,000 Amazon gift card every single month. So go and click on the link below the video for more information. And this link, it'll take you to a page with all the contest rules. And from there, if you want, you can also book a free consultation with one of our tutors who will give you all the information that you need. And finally, if you haven't already done so, please, I remind you to go and subscribe to our channel. Click on that notification bell so that you'll be promptly informed when new videos are published. And with that, we will see you again soon with some new trading insights. Bye-bye for now.